also have 4 internal human senses: perception, body parts. So these will be paying attention to this stuff, see, even if you're not. You know, this sort of Jewish system is totally taking all this stuff into account. You know, when it does these hexes and symboly and all that. Radiation, you know. So of course we're being brainwashed with stuff about like nuclear radiation, how radiation is bad, right? Of course radiation just means like heat, you know, heat temperatures in the body and that. You know what I mean? Sense of moods. And that to me like always reminds me of Sodom, you know, Sodom. You could be talking about like that Sodom idea out the Bible, of course. Like, you know, the first thing people think about when they hear the Sodom is, you know, that type of sodomites idea and all that, and that could be bullshit. You could be talking about relating to this type of stuff. And definitely, they're into this type of stuff, you know. The 4 senses of scripture. A 4-level method of interpreting the Bible. So again, you know, this related to it: literal, allegorical, tropological, and anagogical. So you see what I mean? It's basically like the profane and sacred ideas, you know. We try and lead people to believe things in the Kabbalah. In the Kabbalah. There's different ways of interpreting obviously all this stuff, which is exactly what it's meant to be about. Psycho-Makia Soul War. Again, the 5 there. You see what I mean? This is what they're up to, like. AD 400. Remember the Beatles had that thing about prudence. I think it was the Beatles had a song about prudence. Dear Prudence or something, right? Might not have been the Beatles, like, but yeah. Four or 5, you know. Peninsula sometime out of 4 or 5. So all this stuff's, you know. Chords, you know, Psycho-Makia. Soul War, Battle of Spirits or Soul War. Very strange, like in there. Seem to be in a cube environment or something. between good and evil, you know. Or it's sort of, you know, trances and good and naturals. And you could probably apply that both ways, you know, the dualisticness. Sometimes they're evil, sometimes they view themselves as good, you know. Funny how one of the Jewish names is Ira. You get a lot of Jews called Ira, the wrath. Crazy. Right, Superbia. The codes within codes type of thing, you know. Theatrical conflict. Theatre history, anti-theatrical conflict. Love magazine. So, now this Dear Prudence song must have been about that. Prudentius and the Psycho-Makia. Written in Richie Kesh during the group's trip to India. So you know what I mean? It totally has to be with that. Again, we obviously got the 5-pointed pentagrams. I've done a couple before about how these become rotational. So that, you know, they must use a rotational thing, you know how it's a wheel, meant to be chakras wheel in the body. And these things to like rotate, to basically point you in different directions, like your internal body or something. Get you twisted out of sorts, you know, like type of thing, you know. Like emotions and stuff, they try to create control your emotions. That's what this is about. Like they view the natural person as this sort of beast animal, right? That's where you get that type of goat idea from and all that. The bestial animal, and they basically put you inside a pentagram thing and then rotate it, you know, like Tate, you know, like Andrew Tate for the rotations to get you pointing in different directions, you know. Magical mystical symbol. Serpent snake. Yeah, it's all been sort of like led by the serpent snake, pointed in directions and all that. It's just like a hidden code under everything, you know what I mean? Of course, you know, like the snake is big in Indian stuff. Gens do serpent snake people. Means the trances basically. Nausea Indian cobra. Of course, you know, like Janus. It's gotta be where you get the Janus from. Of course, you know, you're gonna get the name traumas, i.e. snake traumas, right? This one, Professor of Philosophy and Neuroscience. Yeah. centre for mind, brain and consciousness. You know, this is 100% what they're into in the Jewish and Hindu faiths and that. Synesthesia. He began coding. You know, they're always sort of investigating ways in which to brainwash people and you know, keep control in better ways for themselves, you know. Chalmers University. Invictus Games medalist. Of course, you know, injured in a bomb blast in Afghanistan. That's got to be a hex. Yeah, it could have been a, you know, like a industrial injury or something in reality, you know. And as he came out of the trance program like that. Of course, Chalmers, you know, Snake Chalmers. Judith Chalmers. UBE. This one was on the TV, quite a lot of British. Obviously one of their trances. Interesting, this death. Become death, which means deities, God, or death. Again, it's like a dualistic thing of being, you know, they want people to praise and worship them as if they're God, as if they're sort of creators of life and death itself, you know. So they want you sort of to praise and worship them, you know, as if they were life and death, you know, like it's a total God-like thing, making gods to the Jew people, you see. Edith, Gaia, meaning war, strife, you know, the word strife for Goy, like Goyams means war and strife. Goyams mean war and strife. So you can see how it works, you know, it's a total brainwashing system. Dita, you know, total brainwashing system, start to finish. Guru, battle, you know, Goy. Hadith, you know. So you're the same thing in Muslims, yeah. So the whole thing stretches into the chain of transmission. Chain of transmission, so you know what I mean? It's all about getting people to believe in God, and which is them, you know, these Jews and the Indians.